Hello, superstars. It's Monday, March 31st, and today is the anniversary of my 19 years in America, and I'm about to leave. And I didn't plan it at all, and I didn't plan it that it was gonna land almost on the same day. But hey, that's the way I go with the flow, and I trust the universe. And I want you to know that today we have a question that really reflects upon why I am not the fitness model, fitness coach, fitness trainer, fitness girl, fitness model you found whenever you found me, an image. And now I am not the same person. And in work with people, I have two options: either be what other people have known of me to be and hold on to that, so you feel that that is what you signed up for, that is Pauline, packaged and boxed up, that's Pauline. Or I can choose to make a lot of people angry because I want to evolve and I follow my heart, which is always the way that people don't like when you go your way until they do it themselves. So that's my choice. I choose to follow my heart and know that the right kind of people who understand me, see my forte, see my passion, see my differentiation, will find me. Because I live for myself in my gift I give to the world, and I have to do it on my terms. If I didn't, I would be back to where I'm frustrated with people before meditation, before pandemic, when I was mad at myself for being mad at people giving up on themselves. So I went inwards, and it's the best thing I've done. Bodybuilding and mind power, the two things, body and mind, and that is now where I'm coming into the picture with you. Today's question is a typical fitness kind of mindset training question about why are we doing cardio? Why is everyone doing cardio and volume and intensity? And now we hear that it's bad for menopause, for perimenopause. It's bad, it stresses your body and you get used to it and your body can't burn more calories and all that. And I'm so happy we got this question in the FDA today, the last challenge I'm hosting. Because this is the forever conundrum. Fitness myths and people holding on to hearsay, what other people are doing, why are they doing it, and then nobody really asks. So every time I ask a client, where did you ask the person who said this? Did you ask what is the reason? What is the mechanism of action? Why is it like that? Nobody asks why. But I do. Because otherwise I'm not gonna just swallow something someone tells me. I question it. And since I'm a timeless person, I don't follow trends the way most people do and are not even aware of it. Example. Right now I saw a post about now meat is again safe when it's not cured, uncured or raw, natural meat or whatever that was. I'm not a meat person anyway, because gout got me out of that. And that's another reason why I want to say I wouldn't want to have medication if I can escape, because if I'm going to be medicated for gout, guess what? I think I'm going to keep on eating the foods more that I just avoid to help my body clear the uric acid on its own. So that's what I mean. Think about that from my perspective. If I know that if I'm medicated for something, I'm not going to be as diligent with my nutrition adherence that I am when I'm not on medication for gout, arthritis. Now think about that. And you apply that onto Ozempic or diabetic medications or whatever you think is going to kind of replace your dedication to self and self-awareness. Now you see my point. So for me, I'm a timeless person. I make my own decisions. I don't change everything because there's a new study or there's someone else who says that now it's okay to eat this again or not this or whatever. I like those policies. That's why I rather have you tune in to other so-called, the nutritionist experts who follow research and science and then reflect and tell you what's about it. And I myself just make my own calls. That I love to follow science and nutrition, but for me, my power and my specialty, what I love, here's the flower, a rose, I have to smell this one time before it goes away. Oh, one more here. Oh. The one thing is that I make my own calls, right? I don't stop eating something because now there's a study. Because I just don't trust the angle or the motivation. And isn't it funny how everyone's changing things and policies and thinking, okay, who's gonna get funded by this and who is fueling this and why is this all of a sudden okay again? Like, I am not at all excited about stressing and keeping up with things about scientific changes in nutrition that I feel for me personally it's not going to have any impact. I make my own calls. That's also why you see me eat erythritol, why I don't stop that. And again, so now the study right now was that natural meat, not processed meat, is not linked to whatever disease again. So it's up and down in all the different research and science, and same for cardio. I just want to give you that so you see that those things, the fears of food and fears of body's adaptation to training, are two things why I'm just not interested to be what you feel is a fitness coach only. So, all right, now about the question today. Was a long segue. So cardio training then, why do we do it? If you're an athlete who want to run and you're an elite trainer, you understand that running economy matters, which means the more thrifty your body can be for its sport, you can run faster and you can win more races. And you are then understanding that it's good to be economic good with running. It means your body will be more and more thrifty in utilizing your energy so you can last longer, run faster. Isn't that good, right? But when it comes to fitness people who want to use cardio as a tool to get leaner, it burns calories, it keeps your metabolism up, it can increase your body's energy requirement because it does add up calories, then things change. Because what I know as a coach, what I know as myself, what I know about working for the last 26 years in this psychology, the mindset of the mind on diet, has all got into the same kind of conclusion in general. All this of, have you noticed a lot of stress about how insulin is the thing that makes people fat after a show now? Have you noticed how that is to blame? It's the insulin. And I'm thinking, I know what people do, and I know myself. And all this blame on a hormone is more about what are you exposing to your body that makes your body have such a reaction, right? And what people do to get in shape, extreme shape, and then it's a deadline. It's a lot of just doing it until the show is done because they're all about the power of winning. It doesn't make people good people to their body health, does it? So I would say, why don't we look at the people and the way they're behaving around food and the way of managing moderation, and post-contest shouldn't be that you just balloon up, as in that is the problem. Not the insulin, Ken, that is so sensitive that you're getting fat from what you didn't really eat at all in the first place, right? How scientifically good is that? But that's the hearsay. And then that comes into research, or people not even are really telling the truth. It's just their own subjective wanting it to be the truth. So in cardio and fitness people and using it as a vehicle to get in shape, running economy, you want to be thrifty. And in metabolism and your body and using cardio as a tool, you should do it for all the health reasons, for the expenditure of calories, not stop doing cardio because you are scared of the perimenopause effect, the menopausal effect, the stress on the body, the stress this, the stress that your body gets used to it. All that, I would say, is always coming from the same kind of demographic who are frustrated that you're not getting the results in your body that you want to be done by cardio. But cardio cannot outwork you from not being dedicated to your nutrition for a long time enough to make that result you want to see. So of course it's better to kind of escape and have a scapegoat, and that's cardio is so convenient to have. Everyone loves to kind of blame cardio because it is tough to do it when you don't want to do it. And if you're not motivated for the antidepressive effect, the ecstasy effect, the epiphany, the clarity moments, the way you are boosting metabolism, you are using up calories, all that, what are you going to do instead? Sitting on your butt? So I like to be active, and cardio makes it able to be active more to gonna get my fix. And that is also why I'm not a fitness person who just care about competition or a body shape. Because this is so good to kind of tell you why I'm not into only fitness. When people come into my life, you want it to be macros, get the workout done, and training. You want to start with me when you're motivated. Then very few people have what it takes to get somewhere. So it's starting over and over for years at a time. Very few people are dedicated and start like I did and then never quit with the intention to never quit. That's just not a reason. And having no breaks from it either. Like I have no breaks from my dedication my whole life. 26 years non-stop for what I wanted. I have passion. I don't take time away to kind of see, is this my passion? So when working with people then who have a mindset that I'm only here and Pauline is here for me when I'm motivated, and talk about macros, which I don't even care about. And then we're gonna start working again, and I go straight into my lifestyle and the way I reason for myself. What are we gonna do here to start over that we haven't done in the past? How many times in a row do you wanna start over your life, which is not at all starting over? And why would I be there to start over with you when I remember you? You're not starting over, you keep on coming back. So do you want me to forget about you or pretend that you've never seen you? Right on. So here's the thing. When you come into my coaching and when I start fitness, the thing what happens is your whole life opens up. All of a sudden you're realizing that, no, you don't. You haven't looked inwards. And then when you want to kind of think fitness, it becomes such a hard work with yourself and noticing you're not at all the one you think you are on an ideal level, that you're not at all productive the way you think, you're not always doing what you tell yourself to do, then that becomes a problem, that you can't take it, and you take it like an ego thing, that you get pissed. And then it's easy to project onto me that I can't help you with this because I'm just a coach for fitness. No, I'm not. I'm just like, that's what you come into my life. I'm that for you. But what always comes to my life becomes the thing is I deal with everything, body, mind, soul, and I deal with fitness as my specialty and happiness as my passion. So why would I want to coach people to start a fitness challenge, to talk about that, and then always gonna flake anyway? There's no building on people who have a short mindset span. So for me, I just don't get that rewarded by having people with no patience and all about the body, that is all about body looks. As in, if you don't have guarantee to have a body that looks a certain time, you are not going to be motivated to work for any health at all or nothing. So should I coach you to only be motivated to be good for your body when your body has a way to look the way you want it, like a dream? And that's when you and I are not the same kind of people. Because I care about happiness and the mind, the feeling of what you do. It cannot be that the body appearance has to be the number one motivation for you. Because that will be that you can't last. You're not going to be around when you get demotivated that it's not up to your liking yet. So that is where I'm different. That when you come into fitness and you're not doing what you need to do, you think that you need a coach that is like life, or psychology, or nutrition in another way, holistic this or that. And I just know all these things are escape from your own self-knowledge, that you're not aware of yourself, you don't really want to, and you haven't even seen how that you have everything you need. And my role with you is I build you up. I want you to be confident, to trust yourself, to be your own best friend. And that is my big work. That is what I'm doing. That's what I want to expand and evolve. So I am not that just a little fitness girl. And when you think I'm a fitness coach, it's almost like one card out of a whole stack of cards. And I'm a blackjack dealer 21, So for me to have the best work, you bet I want to find the people who realize that it's ridiculous to keep on starting over or to question or debate what makes you happy and feel good. And cardio makes me feel good and happy, and I know it's good for me. And I'm not an athlete with an athletic sport that is contraindicated to do cardio. And a lot of athletes are not in it for health anyway, so they're competitors. If you don't want to do cardio, then don't do it. For me, I love it. I would do it anyway if it had a detrimental effect on my muscle mass. I would do it because I love the feeling. And I just don't want to kind of coach people who coach for a fitness body look, because it's never lasting. And everyone kind of flakes and nobody lasts, and nobody becomes happier by time over and over, the way I become happier. So cardio is my best friend, you bet. I would choose cardio over weight training if I had to choose one, because of the mind insight and mind feelings of having more oxygen, and the way of cardio just gives you a runner's high. So, to summarize this, there are so many myths about how to do it, that we all should do the same thing, and everyone questions someone else or something. And I would say, why don't you I just get tired. Like, I think for myself, I love the way it makes me feel. That's all I need to know. So when you wonder how much cardio should I do, and you don't even know why you're doing it, I would say start asking yourself, what is my ultimate goal? And if I'm not gonna get any results out of cardio in visual changes, would I still do it consistently? And if not, why not? And if you want to live your life holding on to myths in nutrition and training and feeling scared for no matter what, then I'm not going to be your coach, because I live my life according to how I make my own calls. Doesn't matter what someone else tells me, because probably I just don't trust anyone, right? And I trust myself, and that means I trust the whole universe. So cardio is what I do in moderation, in the amount that works for me. I wouldn't ever want to not do cardio. For me, it's a privilege that I can. So it's all about, what do you want out of your cardio training? Ask yourself that. If it's about feeling good, you do it. But if it's about changing your body composition, and you're not doing it based on cardio, it might be that you're just on all or nothing and still stuck on yo-yo, and still all or nothing in, I'm gonna work until the point, and I'm never gonna learn how to moderate my moderations. I'm not able to have a treat meal without seeing I'm gonna have it all. Then you see what I mean? It's not cardio, isn't the problem, it's a mindset, which is again why you have me. So, isn't it wonderful? Thank you for listening.